Welcome back to another console collector video. Hey everybody, console collector here. Today we're going to take a look at 5 racing games for the Nintendo Gamecube that nobody talks about. So let's get started. So this is Road Trip, the arcade edition. This game is really unique because it basically uses real cars squished down into these cute little models. There was a game I used to play on my computer years ago through Facebook games called Car Town. This really reminds me of that. Road Trip has a lot of the typical things you expect in a racer game of this era. A lot of modifications here. Actually pretty in depth on what you can do to your car. Of course, you have to earn money from winning races to buy new upgrades and unlock them. If you were expecting a realistic racing game, you're not going to find that here with Road Trip. If the cutesy little squish cars didn't already give it away, that this wasn't realistic, then maybe this twisting and jumping will give it away. That's right, you can spin around like that and jump 10 feet into the air. It's crazy. This game has pickups or power-ups, kind of like Mario Kart, and these items will help aid you in your race. This game straight up is just a fun arcade style game that does not take itself too seriously. One complaint I do have about this game is sometimes you can get off course here like this, and it's basically a death sentence. You're not getting out. You would think the fact that your car can jump, that you'd be able to get out of here, but no. Right here, I could not get out. I had to pause the game and restart the race. Road Trip is actually compatible with the Game Boy Advance version of Road Trip, with connectivity through the Game Boy Advance to GameCube cable. Which is really strange because typically you only see that kind of connectivity with first-party Nintendo games or good-selling games, and Road Trip definitely was not a good-selling game. This track is actually one of my favorite in the game. It takes place in the kid's bedroom, which you can see there. There's a giant Kleenex box, and what's this? It's a Nintendo Gamecube console. Road Trip definitely has a lot of unique tracks. You're basically toy cars racing around real-world places, and that's really cool. So that's pretty much it for Road Trip the Arcade Edition. It's a fun, quirky, cutesy racing game that nobody talks about, so I highly recommend checking it out. So here is City Racer, a racing game by Ubisoft. This probably looks like another generic racing game from the era, but I assure you it's not.
3, 2, 1, go!
So what makes City Racer stand out from other racing games of this era? You actually get fully licensed cars as well as you get pickups similar to Mario Kart. And some of the items you can pick up are crazy. You get things like power boosts, you get bombs, spikes, oil slicks, shields, so many different kind of power-ups and pickups, which is very strange to see that kind of stuff being used with real-world cars. One thing about City Racer is you don't actually see damage to your car, but you definitely take damage. And if you take too much damage in a race, guess what? You're out of the race. City Racer has a good variety of tracks as well, including some day and night tracks. I noticed in City Racer too that there's actually real world advertisements here, such as Audi being advertised there and the upcoming Rayman 3. So that's pretty much it for City Racer. It's not the best racing game on the GameCube, but it's decent. The power-ups definitely make it a little more unique than the traditional racing games of this era. So here is Speed Kings. I personally think this is probably one of the best motorcycle games on the GameCube, and definitely nobody talks about this game, which is a shame. Speed Kings has a nice variety of bikes to choose from, as well as different outfits for your rider. Speed Kings is a high-octane bike racing game. You go fast in this game, and trust me, you better pay attention. Honestly, I feel like they should have called this game Smash Kings, because you're going to crash a lot in this game. Honestly though, when you're not getting manhandled by traffic, this game is a lot of fun. It controls really great, and you just get that real nice sense of speed. Aside from all the cool jumps you can do, wheelies, stoppies, and all that, you can actually attack other bikers and knock them off their bikes for an unfair advantage, kind of road rash style. That's pretty much it for Speed Kings. Again, this is a really great racing game on the GameCube. This one I definitely think you should check out. Groove Rider Slot Car Thunder. Quite the title for this game. In this game you basically play as little electric cars on a Hot Wheels style racetrack. The tracks are based in various areas throughout your house, such as kitchens and living rooms. Groove Rider is unique because you are on a slot car track and it has 4 lanes, and the basic goal here is to collect power-ups to help you out throughout the race and avoid little obstacles and traps throughout the course. There are multiple tracks set up in each level, so not every dining room course is the same as the next one. Same goes with the kitchen and other places like that. The tracks are all different setups for each race, which really allows for unique racing experience. This game can get actually pretty crazy at times, and some of the tracks, they really are difficult. This is almost a memorization racing game because you're flying through these tracks so quick. You fly around corners and boom, there's an obstacle. You crash and you're done. The one weird thing I noticed about Groove Rider Slot Car Thunder is the acceleration on this is not a button. You actually just push up on the joystick. And that's pretty much it for Groove Rider Slot Car Thunder, another racing game that nobody talks about. I would say check this one out because it's so unique and it can get real crazy at times, and it's a blast. Finally, we have Modellista, another racing game that nobody talks about.
Modellista.
This game has a ton of fully licensed cars. There's a car for everybody in this game. Now what makes this game very unique is it's a cel-shaded, realistic racing game.
3, 2, 1, go!
Going with cel-shaded graphics has made this game age very well compared to other racing games of this era. I really love their choice of graphics for this game, mainly because they really bring out the sense of speed in this game. It just has such a unique look that you just have never seen in any other racing game. The vast variety of tracks in this game is awesome as well, such as I'm using this WRX here on a dirt road, great for rallying. And this is just something I really like about Modellista, is you can have just standard racetracks, you can have city highway races, or rally tracks like this. Just such a nice variety. I just really love the variety of cars in this game, such as using this Supra here. This game even has rain, which was unheard of at the time in this era of racing game. It's crazy because even entering that tunnel with no rain, the physics completely change, and when you get back out in the rain, it's back to full slipping and sliding. Really, really well done rain physics in this game. And of course, what's a racing game of this era without modifications? The modifications in this game is very in-depth. You can do tons of mechanical stuff and body modifications, paint your whole car, paint your car in sections, just a really, really in-depth modification system. Once you're done messing around with your car and putting in all the mods, you can take it on a test track and see how it goes. That's pretty much going to be it for Modellista, another racing game that no one ever talks about, and this is the one that you should definitely check out. It's aged well, it plays well, and it's a great racing game on the Gamecube. So there you have 5 racing games that no one talks about on Nintendo GameCube. All 5 of these games are actually pretty decent. I would check any of them out. My first choice would definitely be Speed Kings. That game is a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you want to see other in-depth GameCube game videos like this, please let me know in the comments below.
Alright, that's going to wrap up today's video. Be sure to follow me on social media. More information in the description below. Be sure to check out my other videos. Comment, like, subscribe, and share. I am the Console Collector. I want to thank everybody for watching. And until the next video, happy gaming.